Hi, you guys. Welcome back. And of course, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and if you watched my last video that I uploaded onto YouTube, then you are already aware that my dad recently passed away. So in this video, I want to share with you a couple of signs that he has already sent to my husband and me, just to kind of let us know that he's still here with us all the time. So stay tuned. On January 13th, 2020, my dad passed away. It was a rather unexpected passing. He died in his home of a heart attack. And so this has taken my family by surprise. And so we spent the last week and a half or so just kind of coping with our loss, planning the funeral, and doing all of these things that we had no idea that we were about to have to do. So I just wanted to share this story with you guys today because obviously it's something happening in my life, and I love sharing experiences from my own life with you guys to try to show you how you can be connected to the other side as well and to your team of light. So since my dad's passing, I've already realized that my team of light on the other side just got a lot bigger. So approximately 2 weeks ago, I posted a video called Signs from the Other Side, and I'll be sure to put a link for that one up above. In that video, I was actually just pointing out different ways that your loved ones who have passed away can actually give you signs that they are still with you, that they're still listening, and that they still love you. Little did I know at the time of making that video that only a week or so later, my own dad would pass away at the young age of 68. So it has been a heartbreaking week and a half for me. But there is a silver lining in all of this, because on Friday, January 17th, that was the date of his funeral. And later that night, I had some friends come over to try to, have a good time and just try to take my mind off of my dad's passing. So during that evening on Friday, the 17th, my dad actually gave me a sign through numbers, and he also gave my husband a sign through the roll of dice. So I just wanted to tell you these stories today in hopes that it can help you guys if you are struggling with the loss of any loved ones. It will kind of help you to see what I mean with my own direct personal experience. I want to show you what I mean by asking for and receiving signs from your loved ones on the other side. Now, a major sign for me from my team of light happens to be numbers. And I have spoken about angel numbers or repeating numbers in past videos. I'll be sure to post a video about my angel number 876 up above in case you're interested in finding out how the heck I realized my angel number is 876. But anyway, numbers are just big for me when it comes to being signs. So the numbers themselves actually seem to speak to me directly. So much so that I use this book regularly. This is called Angel Numbers 101 by Doreen Virtue. And in the book, it goes from 0 to 999, I believe. Yeah. And each number has like a correlating meaning. So this kind of goes off of numerology as well as messages that Doreen Virtue, the author, received from her own guardian angels that she communicates with as well. But anyway, I take what these numbers tell me in here as my angel advice or advice from the other side. So on Friday the 17th, after my dad's funeral, in the evening, I had some friends over and we were playing games and just trying to have a good time. And early on in the night, kind of before we even began to play games, my husband and I were talking to our friend Brad, who happened to be telling a story. Now, I was a little bit distracted. I was kind of more in my head than I was listening to his story completely. But just in the middle of him speaking, in my mind, I said, "Dad, send me a number sign." And just then I started listening to Brad, and he said he woke up late and then just started getting ready to go. And I said, "What time did you wake up?" to Brad, knowing that that would be my number sign. And Brad said, 7:55. No, 6:55. So I got two numbers right there, 6:55 and 7:55. So, of course, I go to my handy dandy Angel Numbers 101. And so I'm going to share with you just kind of how similar those two numbers are for a message from my dad. So first we'll start with 6:55. The number 6:55 in this book says, "The big changes that you're going through will bring great blessings into your life and will ultimately mean that your life gets easier." So that was 6:55. And then I turned over to the page for 755. Hold on, let me find it for you. Okay, so 7:55 is the next one I'm going to be reading. And that one says, "You are going through major life changes, which are bringing great blessings into your life." I was like, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. So my dad gave me two numbers as my sign from him, 6:55 and 7:55. And when I go to my handy dandy Angel Numbers book, both of those numbers are giving me basically the exact same sign, that I'm going through a big change in my life, but that it is going to bring me blessings. And at that moment, I realized I already did receive blessings because I'm starting to learn to communicate with my dad in new and exciting ways. So the second sign that we had received was through my husband, Neil. So we were playing this game that we call left, right, center. And it might officially be called LCR, left, center, right. I'm not sure. But we're playing that game. It's a dice game. We always start with 3 quarters. So as we were playing, we were just kind of joking around, and we had already talked about the number sign that I had received from Dad earlier. So after Neil, my husband, had rolled and didn't get anything good, he ended up saying, "All right, Keith, if you love me at all, give me at least 2 rights." So his brother was sitting next to him. It was his turn to roll. And sure enough, he rolled the 3 dice, and he didn't only get 2 rights, but he got 3 rights. And so Brent, my husband's brother, had to give all 3 of his quarters to Neil. And so obviously the whole table just starts, "Whoa, I can't believe it. Keith is giving signs and, taking money from Brent and giving it to Neil." But basically, even though it was all in good fun, we all at that table believed at that time that that was a sign from my dad. It's pretty amazing when you actually ask for signs, how quickly and easily you can receive those signs. Now, depending on how hard your sign is that you're asking for, you may have to be patient and wait to receive that sign. But when it's something like rolling the dice or asking for a particular number message, and you can get them like that. So Basically, I guess the moral of this story is that when you have loved ones who cross over to the other side, they are not gone. If you go watch my other video about signs from the other side, you will know that my grandmas actually sent me signs that I talked about in that video. And now my dad has sent signs that I'm talking about in this video. So although it is hard to deal with the passing of our loved ones and the people who are in our daily life, you can at least rest in the comfort that they are still here. They're just in another form. And so you can still have a relationship with the people that you've lost, but the relationship is just going to have to be a little different. And you have to keep your eyes open for all those signs. And you need to ask. Simply ask for the signs. So if you're going through some life changes like I am currently, I hope that this video helps you to cope with any loss or grief that you've been going through. It's a very sad time when you're mourning the loss of a loved one, but it's also so rewarding to get signs from them, even when they're not here with you physically. So go ahead and give it a try. And if you have any stories of signs that you've received from your loved ones, please feel free to share those in the comments down below, because I would love to read those. And I'm sure that there are other viewers out there who would love to read your stories as well and share theirs with you too. So if you're a viewer and not yet a subscriber, please be sure to hit subscribe down below as well. That would help me out so much. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. That helps me out as well. And thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.